Welcome back into the Sports Source. This segment brought to you by Rusty Wallace, Kia on Callahan Drive. I mentioned earlier that I had my car worked on this week. Well, that's where I had it worked on because I have bought 5 vehicles in a row from Rusty Wallace, Kia on Callahan Drive. They are spectacular. Just absolutely. Their service department is a big reason I keep going back. They take good care of me. Visit my friends Jake Bull, James Gordon, and the gang at Rusty Wallace, Kia on Callahan Drive at I-75 this week. 5 straight cars. You don't do that if you don't believe in a place. And 4 of those were before they were a sponsor. All right. University of Tennessee revealed some short-term and long-term plans this week. One of them shocked a lot of people, including me, and that is they're now going into the hotel business. Makes money any way you can make money, they're going to do it. Let's take a look here. This is the Neyland site as it stands today, and there's a parking garage, that big long block down there beside the river. And then there's an engineering building, but there's kind of a gap there beside the stadium on the riverside. Take a look at this next drawing. This was their 5-year drawing. Now, there's Neyland Stadium. Parking garage is still there, but there's a little bitty, little tiny building beside Neyland Stadium. So let's look at their chart that says 10-year changes. I've blown it up a little bit. There you go. There's that little building. I think that is the new hotel they're talking about. That's a guess. If I'm wrong, my apologies, but that's the only thing on their drawing that looked like a new hotel. Guys, and Bob, I'll start with you because aside from me, you're the oldest guy on the set, and we old people don't like change. What are your thoughts of a hotel next to Neyland Stadium?
I'm old. I don't like change. I assume that at some point there was a guy that used to go to the University of Tennessee that used to have the place where he tied his horse up every morning. And then when he went over there later, he goes, wow, my tree's gone. I can't tie my horse up. That's me now. Because when I go on the campus where I attended for a little bit more than 4 years, it has all changed.
Yeah.
I don't want a hotel on the campus where I went to school. I don't know why. And is it just an old guy thing? Maybe it is. But I don't want it there. I don't want it anywhere.
I've told you this before. When I used to go, my father used to take me to football games. God bless him for doing that because it was great memories. And we would go, and he would always say, now, when I was in school, this was here, and this was a cafeteria, and this was this. And I just thought, man, you're old. Now, I go to UT's campus, and it's like, but that was this, and this was that. And I'm like, man, I'm old because it's not the same. It's gone. But that said, if you're in the business of making money, there are a lot of worse places to put a hotel than smack between the Tennessee River and Neyland Stadium. They will make a killing doing that. The Vol fans who will come in there just to say they're staying there.
They're not tearing down the Torchbearer.
Do that. I think that's probably what they could call the hotel.
Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea.
Or the General's Place, or what was the Barracks. Something with Neyland. All right.
That's what jumped out to me is the location of it. I mean, right there, right next to Neyland and the river, you have a view of both. I mean, that's just, you get it done. It's really.
And if you get big,
Well,
wide,
I mean,
top
go ahead and
level,
let's tear some academic buildings down and replace them with hotels and fine restaurants.
Well, the good news is, too, if they're losing and you decide to leave and then you decide, oh, wait, they actually still had a chance, you could come back to the game. That's easy to do at the hotel. You can go back and forth. It's easy.
Well, I wondered the way that drawing was like this and then the little thing on top. I wonder if those are going to be special suites on the top of that. But they're so wide, you get a view of the river and a view of the stadium on one side.
I'm waiting for them to
helping
think, they've already done the lower suites. We'll see how they do.
You like it?
Yeah, I'm sadly entering the phase of some of my buildings are gone now, too. I remember them.
It gets worse.
But you know what? These new buildings are really nice, and that hotel's going to be really nice, and it's going to make a ton of money, and it's a no-brainer.
What's funny is when I was looking through UT's, the plan they put out, all these drawings had cranes everywhere, and I thought, you know what, that's appropriate. They should just put a crane on the side of the Tennessee helmet. I don't mean the bird, just a building crane.
They're talking about tearing down the art and architecture building and rebuilding it into something else. When I was a senior at UT, that was a brand new building, and now it's old.
See y'all next week. Thank you very much for being here.